The streetlight hummed like an animal with a splinter in its throat. Night folded over the neighborhood with a silence so thin it made glass sound loud. Even the late cars moved like guests at a funeral. Something in the air felt wrong. An absence you could reach for and never quite touch. A metallic aftertaste to the rain that came in hesitant breaths. I told myself the unease was situational, that the city simply drew its curtains tighter after the festivals, but the feeling pooled along my skin and would not be absorbed. At first, the signs were small and domestic. A radio tuning itself between stations, shadows folding backward in rooms where light should have no angle, the neighbor's cat sitting on the fence like a judge and refusing to blink. I cataloged these things as people collect pebbles. Small, harmless, explainable. Then the pebbles made a pattern. Street maps on my phone bent around places that had not been there earlier. Garden hoses arranged themselves into concentric coils I was certain I had not left. At 3 a.m., my ceiling breathed against my forehead as if someone above were turning the house like a page. Sleep thinned into margins. I rehearsed conversations I had not yet had, and woke able to recite them word for word. Faces in the subway mirrored me, but with mouths half closed, as if chewing color. My reflection learned to delay like a bad satellite feed. Memory became a ledger of edits. Things removed, substituted. I could not trust my hands. Sometimes they forgot where they had last left pain. Paranoia did not arrive as a scream, but as a polite knock that never left. I found myself listening to corners, negotiating with air. Then the geometry shifted. One night a light opened above the river. An impossible aperture. A blue-white cut in the low cloud that hummed in a key I had never heard, but recognized at once as punctuation. It hung, and from it came slow, precise sequences of shadow that crawled over brick and skin like ink being tested. Records of the sky changed. Satellites wrote in different fonts. Stars rearranged as if making lists. The sound was not sound but a suggestion of meaning, and it refused translation. We searched it. It looked through us. It cataloged our small ecstasies and private syllables we used to beg our lovers, then offered an arithmetic of absence. Where we expected organs, there were intervals. Where trust had anchored, a draft. The presence kept no face, but carried traces of faces, hundreds layered like tissue. Standing beneath it, my name felt like borrowed currency. I understood then that it was less eager to consume us than intent on rearranging our uses. The city learned a new rhythm. People spoke in parentheses, wore their hands as if checking for bolts. I packed a bag because one packs against rain, because ritual comforts, even when futile. I left a window cracked to hear the house breathe when it pleased. As I walked away, the light folded like a page. Behind me, the street resumed. Cars, cats, the radio's indifferent static. But every reflection lagged by a heartbeat too long, and every map had margins printed in a language I did not know. I kept walking until I could no longer tell whether I was leaving something or following it, and that was when the city's silence finally spoke.